Hey guys, today is brought to you by divefans.com. It's a new app. If you want to find the coolest dive bars, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, California, America, go to divefans.com. Welcome back. I'm Hammer. I'm your host. It's happening now with Hammer. Today we got a really cool show. Listen, I'm a big Barstool fan, and I love the bars in Newport Beach. What do you think, Troy? What's your favorite bar in Newport Beach, or bars in Newport Beach?
Considering the guest we have today, I'm not going to say my favorite because I've had a special spot for years. Has my name on it. All right, it's Mutt's.
Yeah,
but,
come on.
But I'm a big fan of dive bars in Newport Beach, and I've been to all of them. So I'm looking forward to talking to these folks that are here today.
So we got some really cool guests, and hopefully I get a lot of free drinks because, you know, they're on my podcast, so I should get a few free drinks. What you guys think? So we've got Amy, the sexy little vixen from Blackie's, and we got, how you doing over there, Amy?
You know what? If I had a tail, I'd be wagging.
Like I said, sexy vixen. And we got Mikey sitting next to her. He's been there 30 years. He won't tell you that. He's the honoriest bartender in Newport Beach.
Thank you.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm great. Thanks, Hammer.
And then, of course, we've got Travis. Travis is at the 47, and he's the bar manager at the Elks. And if you haven't been to the Elks in Newport Beach, you're missing out. Travis, what's happening?
Not much, man. Just here doing our thing.
All right, man. You're sitting next to the myth, the legend himself. Cash, where are you working now?
I'm over at the Wild Goose, Costa Mesa.
I think we knew that, didn't we? You've been there for how long now?
About 5-6 months.
5-6 months. What's the feel? What are you thinking?
It's great, man. It's too busy. It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
No place is ever too busy.
Yeah, it is. They've got a line at the place, and I don't like standing in lines, but they've got a line at the place.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the bartender's favorite thing, a line. You got to come
Oh,
I'm retired.
Back in the day,
Not
maybe.
anymore.
Years ago.
back in the day, maybe.
I'm talking to a bunch of old bartenders.
Yeah. Not anymore.
2021.
Yeah. 2020.
So, Travis, I hear you got a lot of freaking spiritual powers. I think you've ran over a few people with cars or something. Tell me a story, man.
Oh, man. Well, just, at the 47, 47 in the house, by the way, just so you guys know. We're down
Class
there in
of
Balboa,
47,
class of
Newport
47. Yes. So, we had this one drunk guy one time sitting at the bar, and he couldn't even pick his head up. So I'm telling him he can't get a drink, and his buddy insists that, no, he needs a drink. He just got in town. Give him one still. I'm like, the guy can't even keep his eyes open. So his friend decides to give him a drink, so we go, hey, you guys got to get out. So we get him to the door, we get him out. And as we're getting him out, it's a bunch of grummets. They're all 21, 22 younger guys. And they literally come in, and they start shoving around. So my security's there now. We're moving them out the way. We're telling them to get out of there. Next thing I know, from the corner of my eye, I seen a person standing there with a pool stick. And I just thought they were just looking at the fight pretty much and just hanging out. But next thing I know, boom, I get smacked with a pool stick in my back. So once that happens, I start screaming. People start running, guys start running, and he runs across the street and gets hit by a car. Same guy hit me with a pool stick. So we didn't have to do nothing. I mean, karma came back that quick. I got people coming out of the bar now, all the patrons. They're like, hey, what's going on, Trey? We calling the cops? I go, no, I think it got handled. He's out there.
The Ford F-150.
Yeah, I was going to say, the truck did it.
What do you think, Cash? You got any, you running over any patrons lately?
No, I definitely haven't, but I don't even know where my car is. But,
Because you never drive it.
definitely. No, I've had it for 15 years, and I'm about to cross 39,000 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a good drinker. You're sitting more time on the bar stool than you're sitting
Oh, yeah.
No doubt
the wrong
about it.
side
No
of the
doubt
bar,
about
huh?
Yeah, I've known him for years. I think it took at least 5 years till I figured out, oh, dang, you have a truck, Cash? I didn't even know you had a vehicle.
Oh, my truck's like Bigfoot. Like, people have heard of it, but no one's actually seen it.
Nobody's seen it.
There's just legends about it. But no, I actually do have a car, amazingly enough.
And, hey, we got a bartender here that doesn't know if he's on one side of the bar or the other because he has a stool on each side with a beer on each side. Right, Mikey?
The good old days, I could sit behind the bar and have a stool back there and kind of sip on a beer. But then we have new ownership a couple years ago, so that got thrown out the window.
So I totally understand why you're the honoriest, meanest bartender in
Whoa,
Newport
where did you
Beach.
hear that, Hammer?
Well, I
Come
had to.
on.
I mean, I know you. I mean, I had to say that because guess what? You've been there 30 years. I've been
No,
in this
honestly,
too.
Hammer, you're wrong. He's been there 36 years.
Bada boom.
Yeah, I know. I was
Dr. Betty
shaving.
Boom
He
Bomb.
was trying to shave a few years off, but I
Well,
can.
I
I
mean, you
lost
would know.
track. I lost track. What can I say?
36 years.
Yes,
So
at
you were like
Blackie's.
12 when you
At
went to work there?
Blackie's.
What the hell?
16, yeah. Right.
I gotta
Damn,
say
dude.
though, that's when I fell in love with Mike though, is going in there and seeing him on the bar stool with a beer. I'm like, this guy's so cool.
Yeah, but you walk in, you're sitting there for 20 minutes, and they'll, hey, can I get a beer? He goes, well,
Only-
I'm trying to get done with mine. I'll get with you in a
Only
minute.
when you walk in, Hammer. Only when you come walk in.
Let me finish mine first, then I'll get right on it.
There's a good question though with Blackie's. Was anybody ever going to take that 5 inches of dust and grime off all the stuff that's on the walls and
Mario
ceiling in that
did.
place?
Not while he's enjoying his beer.
No, honest to God, they did. When we shut down last year, they took every single can and beer bottle off the wall and dusted it all off. I never
didn't
thought
know.
I would
Well,
see it.
let's talk about that,
in my
Amy,
life.
because that was really cool. Because Mario took everything down, everything he was going to change everything, and then he put everything
Put
right
it back
back.
up.
Exactly where it was.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
That was our biggest fear. He was going to change everything, and he kept everything the same. And
Which is kudos to
he
to Mario.
streamlined our
That's
behind the bar.
definitely.
It's a
I
pleasure
feel really
to work
bad
there.
for Steve because he was the guy there dusting it, and Sean as well. But
Oh, Sean, yeah.
they could have called us in, but
Well,
nope.
I mean, besides Cassidy's, which I don't know, now they got the worst bathrooms in Newport
Oh,
Beach. Sorry,
boy.
guys, but
we had
Blackie's had the worst.
We had the
bathrooms
worst before that.
The men's I'm a female and I work there, but the men's bathroom was a trough.
Yep.
It was
It
an
was.
old sink that they filled with ice.
It was like going to the bathroom in jail.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you
It's
ought to know.
actually even worse.
And
Hanging
then
out
they
next
had
to
a
your
bale of
buddies.
hay to wipe your, hoo-hoo.
Hanging out next to your buddies.
Yeah. Hey, guys, come on. Mike, give me your best story. You know you got to have one.
You know what? I've always been protective when the women come in there, and I'm 3 girls sitting in a booth. They just want to be left alone and enjoy themselves. 2 guys come in, order a pitcher of beer. One guy, hey, you look like a pole dancer. I'm pouring his beer. Shh. I go, excuse me? Oh, hey, just mind your own business. I said, no, this is my business. I'm running the bar. These are my patrons. I protect them. I think you guys need to leave. You need to mind your own effing business. I said, no, this is my business. He's like, well, what are you going to do? I said, you have 3 choices. You can leave on your own. I call 911. Or you see all those guys over there now? They're now paying attention. Those are all my regulars. They're going to come over and drag you out. Then they'll probably kick your A outside.
Well, that's the thing about Blackie's and the other bars that every one of you guys work at. You have a ton of regulars.
Ton of
And if
regulars.
you're an outsider and you come in there and you pull some things you
Oh.
shouldn't be doing, it's not going to go well.
You know,
Exactly.
that's a good point, Hammer. It's funny you think about that because they don't know, right? And all of a sudden you got 20 people on your back, not realizing these guys are all been here forever,
Ooh, what?
right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Cheers. Blackie's is like, well, a lot of our local bars in Newport,
Norm.
they're like Cheers. They're just they're little
Norm.
neighborhood bars. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody watches out for everybody, and it's.
I mean,
so
literally,
close.
I mean,
There's
that's
definitely-
actually a true statement because there will be somebody next door at another bar that walks over and the bartender's already reached out to me via text or via walking over personally, letting me
Say-
know this person is done.
Yeah.
And,
So, thanks for that.
Or even all the way down to 47.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, we
this
do it.
this person, I'll send a text
Send a
to the
picture, send a
bartender that I
text.
know.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
We'll be like, hey, the guy in the
Yeah.
green shirt with the other dude in the
Yeah.
orange,
Yeah.
they're on their way. They just got kicked out. I wouldn't let
they're
them
on their
in.
way to jail.
We got a zipper
Pretty
coming
much
in.
that's it.
It's true.
And
Exactly.
sometimes
Yeah.
where we're at in 47, we got the saloon right next to us, and we got cruisers next to us. So when we do the text, usually when they don't get in the other bar, they'll double back just to flick me off or say something and be like, hey, F you, man. They didn't let us in the other bar because of you. That's your problem.
Yeah,
Don't
but
come
you
down here
bartenders
starting-
have your own bat sign. You know when somebody gets in trouble and the bat sign goes up in the air? If the ABC's coming out, boy, you guys throw that 411.
Oh, yeah.
It's real
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
See how fast
Spread
that
the word.
text
Oh,
goes
yeah.
out.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
That text is out immediately.
Well, especially during COVID, here comes the health department again. We make sure everything's proper and prim. Okay, let's text next door. Let's text Cassie's. Let's 47. We'd spread the word. Here's what's going to happen in about 30 minutes. So
They're checking the degrees of the hot dogs.
yeah.
Here's
Well,
a
yeah.
question for you guys.
Yep.
What is the most diviest bar in the Newport Mesa area? opinion, of course.
The diviest bar,
Oh,
like the
that's
one that I wouldn't feel safe going into alone.
That good
Tony's.
I was
Tony's.
gonna say Tony.
I was gonna say,
Tony's.
what's the other one? Madeline's.
Madeline's.
Dude,
Down the street from Tony's.
But you know what? Madeline's
When you get TV dinners
is
for
like
your snacks.
is open and airy. Tony's is dark.
Yeah, but Madeline's you can get pho right next door, and you recover a little bit.
I remember going
That's
to Tony's
true.
place when
enough.
it was right after the California banned smoking in bars. And we went to Tony's because we heard that you could still smoke in there.
Yep.
And I'll never forget, I go in there and this guy's like, hey, can you pass me the ashtray? And I look over and the guy has a tracheotomy. He's speaking to me with an electric voice box. And he's smoking a cigarette.
Oh my God.
And I literally was like, I don't even want to smoke anymore. I was so disgusted. It was
Talk about a buzzkill.
Talk about a real dive bar.
Oh, that reminds
Yeah,
me.
that's
That
a real
reminds me of
dive
Little
bar.
Night. Remember that old dude that used to work in there? He'd put his foot up on the bar. He'd have drinks going and smoking the whole time before again Mario took over there. But yeah, there's some
–
classics.
Dude, Donnie Bush. That
That's
guy
it.
was a
Oh yeah, that was
That's
it.
remember him.
He was
yeah.
so mean to me forever. Forever.
Why?
And he was just so surly. And he was, 90 years old working until 3 a.m. And
Well, I'd be
remember
pissed
At least I
too.
won't do that.
he and his wife came in to Billy's one time, and I never even knew he was married. I've never even had a conversation with the guy. He was so surly. And we totally broed out, and he was nothing but nice to me after that. Every time I went into the night to see Don, he was just he was super nice, and he actually let me smoke in there when no one else could. It was awesome.
And then Small Tony would get up on the bar and do what was that song? What was that? Oh, come on! You remember the Small Tony would work at the same place?
Be in his whitey tighties and his Yoda
Yeah,
mask.
it's
Some Frank Sinatra shit.
Oh no! What was the song?
Oh, who's going to remember that?
Neil Diamond.
Oh God! So
was.
not Sweet Caroline.
That's it.
Yep.
He'd get up on the bar, kick
Hate that
everybody's
song.
drink over, start singing "Sweet Caroline."
So good, so good, so good.
Hate that song when it comes on in the bar.
Oh yeah, that's like
For that
bar
reason,
song.
right?
Everyone wants
You
to
hear that
sing
every
it.
shit.
Well, now I know what song pisses you off. I'm going to start putting
Thanks,
it on
Hammer.
the jukebox.
There you
Repeatedly,
go.
right? Auto track.
That's a must.
I remember Tony Bruno. People would come in and women would come up to him and complain about their drink being too strong, and he literally stop the music and draw everyone's attention in the bar and chastise these people in front of everybody. Now, I mean, I laughed then, but now I'm I cannot imagine a bar doing that these days.
We
know,
still
it's
do it sometimes at Blackie's.
I used to do that all the time.
Guys, how's it been since we're getting all this influx of these people coming that aren't regulars in Newport Beach? How's it been? Has there been a lot of problems lately because of all these youngsters coming down?
I think it's a different kind of drinker now. I remember when I was growing up, my dad always taught me bar etiquette. If he's if you don't want to wait in line, you grease the door guy. If somebody moves over a bar seat, you buy them a drink. Just small little things. I was raised like that.
it's
All
it's
that
bar
stuff's out
etiquette.
the window. I mean, kids don't care if you get up to go to the bathroom and you come back and they're sitting in your seat. They're like, "Oh, you lost out on your seat. You got
That brings up that's absolutely true. I'm seeing
And
that
I'll-
all the time.
And not only that, but sometimes it's these people. I mean, I don't work that many nights anymore because I'm old. As sorry, but when I do, I'm constantly amazed that you'll have a whole gaggle of 7 girls coming in, and they're waiting in line for 10 minutes, and they walk up, and I'm like, "What can I get you?" And they still don't know.
And then they want to be separate.
And then I'm and then they want everything separate. I'm and I'm always are you ladies going to another bar after this? Yes, we are. Well, why don't you pay for this round? That's my biggest beef with young kids today. That they all come in, even if it's a beer. If there's 4 of you, you're all going to have a beer. So why don't you guys just one person pay for it, and then you guys know you're going somewhere else.
evens
Amy,
out.
I'll tell you why.
It all evens out.
Because their drink order is not on their goddamn app on their phone.
Exactly. But
No.
you know
What
I
it
do all the
is
time?
no, they can Venmo the money right over.
Yeah, what I do to stop that exactly. They know about Venmo, Cash App. I mean,
Yeah.
just Cash App your buddy. One person ring it, Cash App your buddy. But I do know what sucks is when they are waving you down. Like if I go to you,
don't
and
wave
you
me
don't know
down.
what you. Okay, maybe I got there too
Yep.
early for you. But when you're waving me down, like hey, and then all of a sudden I get you, and then you start turning around. Hey, buddy, what do you want? What do you want? And you don't know what you want.
Right.
Pet peeve.
No.
Done.
I just
Talk-
move on.
talk to me in 5
Come back
minutes.
to you. You know
Yeah.
when you're ready.
Or
how about
what
when
do
they
you
walk up and
recommend?
they
What do you
say-
recommend?
When they say, what do you say, what do you want? You go, well, why don't you pick it for me?
Oh no, I love this. Hammer. Can you make me something fruity?
Last Thursday.
I got one even better. Yeah.
Oh, sure. I just walked away and
Can I get a
I'll be back
beer?
in 10 minutes.
And I'm like, oh, what would you like? A beer? Okay. Well, what kind? A beer?
I flunked
And
mind
you're
reading.
just like, okay, you're done.
That's like in the movies, right?
Yeah.
When
He's
you
cut
see in
off.
movies, they
Obviously.
can't.
You know
Yeah, they
that
can't
actually
product
happens
place.
all the
It
time.
happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Okay, so Travis, Cash, and Mike, what are the bartender's worst 3 words that we don't like to hear?
Make it,
It's my birthday.
hate that.
It's a
Or
shit.
make it strong.
Or can I get a free
It's
shot
my
for my
birthday.
I want a free round.
It's my birthday. Well, so I should. Okay, what's your mom's name? I will send her flowers
How
and
about
buy
a
her a
swift
drink.
kick in the ass
Not
for your
you.
birthday?
It's my birthday.
Yeah,
Well,
it's my
congratulations.
But
birthday.
I do know, Hammer, getting back to your question about, with all this going on and having outside people because other counties were closed and we were kind of open coming in. And if we had problems at 47, we didn't have no problems. And a matter of fact, a lot of people, they were just happy to be in a bar.
Yeah.
Everyone was cool about it. Even
Yeah.
our regulars, they were cool with them. The jukebox music changed a little bit. But other than that, everybody was having a good time.
And
They
you
all
did your
mixed
barbecue
in.
out on the patio.
Yeah, we
that
had
was
barbecue
killer.
on the patio. People were just happy to be out.
I knew the
You know,
next day when I came by and the horse is walking out the front door and the cowboy music is on. You guys must have had a good time the night before.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Where'd you get the long face?
So, Cash, tell me, are you at where you want to be? Are you going to keep going? What are you going to do? Become a nuclear scientist? Or are you going to keep pouring the juice?
No, for me, I would obviously, being in the business as long as I have, it's a labor of love. And the next step for me is just to be an owner, I don't know that I'd do it in California just because of how expensive it is to do it here. But yeah, man, ultimately I see myself in, 5-10 years being in a small town in Texas with a little dive bar and doing it my way.
Hit me up, man, because I'll come and see you.
Yeah, you're going to be Surly Mike in Texas?
I'd love to.
I'll be there.
That'll
I'm
be a
actually
hell
going
of
to
an
get a picture of
accomplishment.
him on a bar stool behind the bar with a beer and put it over the bar.
Cash's Cow Tavern.
I'm going to be his
Come on
partner. So
down.
you can find me in Texas, too.
Well, hey, Travis, you got a new gig. You're a bar manager over there at the Elks that haven't figured out how to open up inside. What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Let's get that thing
Well,
open.
well, that being said, I'm going to let you know right now. With that being said, I will not talk about Elks business. That just simple as that. But we are working our hardest to get open right away. It's not just up to us. We got Grand Lodge and other things to
That
open
was
up
so
for.
diplomatic.
That was so company, man.
Hey,
come on.
I gotta do what I gotta do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, dude, that
we
was
have our own
company.
things there. But going back to the 47, we're wide open. Come see us 6 a.m., 2 a.m. every day, 20 hours a day. We're serving them hot. We're serving them heavy.
I got a recommendation for you, Travis. Get out of the cocktail business and become a politician, okay? Because you did that well.
All
You
good,
said
all
no
good.
politics, Hammer.
I'm just saying, you did a good job.
Yeah,
there.
stop there.
I brought the whole family to 47 the other night. Behind camera right now is Barbie. I brought her. My daughter's over there. We had a good
nice,
time.
nice.
Although my girl's got eyeballed pretty heavy, but that's why I'm in the background.
Yeah. Hey, good for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Think
Good
about
genes.
it. All these dive bars, what I call them here in Newport Beach, and they all at one time and are dive bars. The 47's been around forever. It was the class of 47, seeing that the guys graduated in 1947 from high school, and that's how they named it. But we've had a lot of famous people hang out there, haven't we, Travis?
Oh yeah, definitely. John Wayne's one of them, notably known. Dennis Rodman's always hanging down there. Adam Devine comes in and hangs out there with us from Workaholics. We have a lot of people that came by. I know Jack Johnson came by a couple times on Trisha's shifts. So, It's a revolving door.
You could get Jack Johnson to play a little tune in the damn bar. That'd be nice.
Hey, that'd have been great.
Yeah.
That'd have been great.
You know, and the same for Blackie's. I mean, Blackie's, I think, is the only bar I know in America that the beach was named after the bar.
The surf break out front.
Yeah.
When they
Oh,
do
I
the
didn't
surf
realize
report,
that. That was
Yeah.
When they
Oh,
do
I
the
thought it was
surf
the
report, they go,
beach first.
Blackie's is breaking 4 to 6 or whatever.
Yeah, the beach was named
Yeah.
after the bar because that, at the time, there was not the parking lot there. So the bar was their
point of
point of
reference
reference when they were
and stuff.
surfing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how it became Blackie's Beach.
And kind of like the 47, as long as I've worked there, we've had a lot of people come in there. But I'm sure like 47, they come in incognito, they dress down, worth a lot of money. Artie Marino of the Angels, the owner, used to hang there all the time. He just wanted to come in and be left alone. He'd like to hang out with the guys that served in the military because he was a Marine.
We have so many.
Ex-Angels.
We have generals
Rams.
from the military.
Yeah, I get 3-star generals.
No one would. They just. It's
But
just.
they don't
low-key.
advertise it. They just come in. They just want to hang out and
Yeah.
just be left alone and
And
drink their
it's really
cocktails.
interesting. Every bar, I'm sure this is pretty synonymous globally. I think if you're in Ireland or wherever the heck you're at, in Texas or in Newport Beach, you have your regulars, and they're there every day, and they're the ones that really pay the bills, right?
Exactly right.
Most definitely.
Everyday regulars. That's what you have to. Sean, that's why you have to really take care of your everyday regulars. Thick or thin, cloudy days, rainy days, they're always there. They take care of you, and they're like family. So you really have to take care of
I got
the
a question for
regulars.
all you guys. One of the ways when I would go into a bar that I didn't know that well, and kind of even still now, I'm 6'4", good size. I can go over the top of all these little people in the front and just kind of get the eyeball and get a drink. It seems to work for me. Is that something that works for you guys as bartenders?
No.
How about me flashing my money?
That works.
No.
You got cash in
That,
hand.
that actually puts you 2 steps back.
Try whistling at
I
us.
mean, I'm like a moth to light.
Yeah, am I going to stop doing that?
I'm ready. This guy's ready to go. Me too.
I wonder why I can't get a drink in Newport Beach.
What happened?
I love this one. Don't you know who I am?
Oh, I love that.
No drinks, 86th.
Yeah. You're out the door immediately.
Yeah.
Make it strong,
know
please.
When I go drink, if I'm at a new bar that I don't really frequent there that much, first thing I do is once I do get my first drink, I'm not in a rush to get the first one. But once I get the first one, what I do is I'll put a heavy tip down on the first one. And that usually gets their attention. So when I come back, it's like, hey, whoa, wait, this guy real quick. Hey, what could I get you?
Boys and girls, here's the key to getting a cocktail in Newport
Well, the
Beach.
tips is TIPS to
It
ensure
is.
proper service.
I agree 100%.
So that's what I'm doing. And I
I'm
grease
with
it
you.
right up front so I get the proper service for the rest of my time there,
I got a good one
that's
for
just
you.
the way.
I got 86th once in my life from a bar by my daughter. She bartends up at the Hilton.
Oh my God. That's classic.
Dad, you gotta go.
Dan, you're out of here.
She works at
don't blame her.
the Hilton in Huntington up top on a rooftop deck called the
Oh,
Offshore.
okay.
And I went in there. Of course, it was a private party. You had to have wristbands. And I snuck in there. She's like, Dad, you got to go.
You're out of here.
Oh, man. That's
Busted.
So, guys, hey, thank you very much for being on Happening Now with Hammer. We love having you guys. This is Bartender's Tales. If you like what you heard and you like the stories, comment, subscribe. These are some cool bars from Newport Beach. Come down to Newport Beach, hang out with these incredible people, and do me a favor, tip well. See you next time.
Happening now. It's happening